But actually, I'm back. We back. So, like I said, don't let reality TV put your image together. You feel me? I must be honest with you. I told him, I said, y'all go on MTV for this bullshit cult. You know? They wanna spring all that shit on your life and shit. I told him, I said, yeah, you and your baby mom should not never be on that shit. They fuck you up really badly because you don't realize how hard you have to work to build up this legacy, bro. And you have to see MTV fucked up all your careers. I told his baby mom, I said they doing that for cult because they want to screw up some shit for you to believe in what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, what can I do to make things work out for me, bro? Like, I can't. We on 67 Avenue. Yeah. What can I do to myself to make me feel good? And I don't make reality TV fuck up my life or mess up my relationship. And that's what it's doing. You feel me? Because they doing that shit for cult because they want you to screw up. They trying to let you sell your soul to the devil. And they're not making you realize that what they doing is wrong. You feel me? So I can't, you can't change what it is, you know? I can't change a person's mindset. I gotta understand together and say, listen, it's not about giving my choices to change. It's about understanding what my choices are in life, you feel me? Life is all about giving. And I said to people, it's better to give than receive. You feel me? Because when you give and receive something, you're able to make money off of that shit. You feel me? It's not like say, bro, and now I say my life is all about that. But my life is all about being successful though. But my success is all about giving it my all and shit. But once I let reality TV fuck up my life, then I'm gonna be like, I can't let that shit go. Because, like I told the cast members of Too Young and Pretty, y'all should not go on these television shows to make a fool of yourself. Because all they want to do to you is mess up your career and tell you shit that you don't want to hear. You feel me? And I can tell you this shit right here. If it was me against the world, I'ma fight my own battles, like for real. But I'm not gonna let my battles get to where I'm at though. You know what I'm saying? But if it's me, I will stand on my ground and say enough is enough of that shit. I'm not gonna let reality TV fuck up my shit and make me think it's okay. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's not okay, bro. You feel me? You know? That's the reason why I don't do reality shit, bro. Cause I'm like, you allow things to get to you and you allow things to get to your pathway and shit, and then you allow this television to fuck up your life and career. And it's like, nah, bro. What I gotta do to make it work out? It's nothing you can do to make it work out because enough is enough with your own shit. But sometimes you let gravity fall into place. I can't be distant about life and then let life mess me up bad. You feel me? You know? But I could try to tell you this shit though. Hold on. But what I could tell you this, bro, they're gonna be on my tour actually, because I actually asked him to come on tour because I feel like him and his baby mom, they have a story out there. Cause when he got locked up, his mom screwed up some all that shit to make her feel this and that. And you understand how it is when you learn about being forgiven, you know? And I think forgiveness is all that we have in this world for us to build, you know? And I say, yo, forgive or forget. Because all that grieving, all that shit that goes on in the world is not gonna get you to a place in life that you could call yourself doing it real are putting it real hard and putting in the work and shit, and you could understand how it is in life, but I ain't gonna understand how it is in life unless I could feel the patterns in my life that could build me up and structure me good. You feel me? But let me tell you this shit though. If it's me against the world, I could fight this shit. But I'ma tell you this right here. We learn by it. So I'm gonna tell you this right here. You know, you can't mess up your shit because you allow reality to fuck up your mindset. But my mind is this like this. If I could make a choice in life to change, I'm gonna tell you this shit right here. If I have a choice in life to change, I gotta change reality and make it to a fantasy. You know what I mean? But if I don't change reality in the fantasy, I'll end up doing the own thing differently. All right. Yeah. So we on Elliott Avenue right here in Woodhaven. So, like I said, like I said, right? Like I said, let me stop and say this real quick. I could make a reality different, but in my point of view about it is mental health and reality, and it's in grief. It's in lick. You know why it isn't lick? Because people used to look at you like a piece of trash. Let me tell you the shit. And they don't realize that your guilt and your weight, it make you realize how hard you want it. But sometimes in reality, you sit there thinking that it's gonna come to you just like that. No, you're not. But one of my lessons here is that if you want to fight for it, you gotta go get it. But it's not gonna be easy for you to get it. And I'm teach that too. You can't say I'm gonna fight for something and you're not gonna get it. And you be stuck in one thing. And you don't move on and say, all right, I'm gonna be stuck, and then I'm stuck in one situation. You got able to move on and build. I'll be back in 1 second.